It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Lions and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Come on now, let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Herbert off of play action. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on it. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to St. Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. And right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly.
Kelly with a first down and more.
As he's all the way up to the 24-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
This is Kelly. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Kelly a week ago. 20 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
On 2nd down now. It's Kelly.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
On 1st down, Kelly. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
This receivers have spread the defense out, and they're able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Running right with Kelly. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught by Kelly. And he gets it down to the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Julian Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment.
Don't be mad. Don't worry. There's more coming. There's more coming.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Try and throw on third down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a handoff to Swift. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Brady. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Brady. He'll get this off to Swift. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Brady. a great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people.
And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They go with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2nd and 12. To throw, it's Brady. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing is And it's complete to Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get to hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 2nd down, it's Kelly, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They toss it out right to Kelly. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Lions will take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now Brady. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a throw here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. This one complete to Scott Miller. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Herbert. And this will be a dump off for Keller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Brady now to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quintez Cephus, 31 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Herbert on first down now. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down now, it's Kelly. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. And meanwhile, for the Chargers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
A gain of 4 yards.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Throwing on first down is Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brady.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. A nice carry. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Brady. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Brady to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. On 1st and 10, Herbert looking deep downfield.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
A give. This is Kelly. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Kelly. Broken tackle for Kelly. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game is starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that, nearly picked off. But it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. That's right, you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him, they did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him, he gets it done. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now. Touchdown, Chargers! Drew Sample, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's definitely making his mark early in the year from the tight end position. 2 games played, 2 touchdowns.
And from what I've seen on tape so far this year, his ability to use the fakes well, his body in the red zone, they should continue to look his way through the entire season.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. To throw again on second down. Brady. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Slant to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
2nd down at 5.
To throw, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Myers.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, he's got Myers. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Herbert. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off for big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st down, Kellen. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding it over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out now come the Lions. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Brady. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Brady. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. 20, 10, 5, and he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On the run, it's Kelly. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for L.A. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 13. Kelly tries the right side. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Kelly. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Herbert now. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back him up 5.
Come on, fellas.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's Miller, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
They run with it. It's Kelly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This is Kelly. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2nd and 10.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now left side on his swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Brady now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll get this off to Swift. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to have a third down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again with Kelly. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run with Kelly. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
Come on now. Let's go.
Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 10. A minute 37 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Brady. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Brady. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Back to throw, Brady. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. Brady saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Brady's throw taken in by Hockenson here. First down now, but that clock rolling. Brady to throw. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll find Moreau here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Brady again. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.